Being born as a parasitic wasp is rough, especially when your whole family is super into it. Hi, I'm here to tell you all about the trials and tribulations of Wanda the parasitic wasp. Now, where Wanda's family is from, being born inside a cockroach isn't exactly considered trauma. It's more like a rite of passage or a really big deal. See, Wanda's job is to paralyze other bugs and lay her eggs inside their still living bodies. Then she flies away, and the newly hatched wasps set up shop in the corpse of the bug that had been carrying them. Now, most wasps are totally down for this arrangement. They got a life all planned out for them. But Wanda wasn't like most wasps. Oh no. While her family was out hunting roaches for her birthday, she was at home mixing up some lavender and eucalyptus oil. Don't ask me why a wasp would need an aromatherapist, but Wanda figured it was a calling. Sure, she could sting people, but what good would that do? People need hugs, not stingers. So Wanda hung up her old biker jacket, got a cute apron and started a small business making candles out of beeswax and essential oils. Business was going well. She was even starting to make a name for herself. One day, a spider came by to pick up an order. He was carrying a big bag of flour, and he asked Wanda if she could spare a second to look at something funny. "What's that?" Wanda asked, looking up from the cauldron she was stirring. "Your promo," the spider said, pointing at the banner hanging from Wanda's porch. "It says your candles are infused with larval essence. Do you know what that means?" Wanda blinked owlishly. "Oh, I don't think so," she said. Then suddenly she remembered. "Oh my gosh, I think I put the wrong label on. Oh dear." The spider swooned and hit the floor. Wanda sighed. Guess it was back to square one. She took down the sign and went back to work. Aromatherapy just wasn't in the cards for Wanda, but she wasn't ready to give up. So she tried online dating. She made a profile on Bumble and wrote, "Looking for someone to get lost in the woods with. Must love long walks and drinking my blood." But that didn't go so well. Turns out Bumble had a zero-tolerance policy for suspicious stinging behaviour. At every bug family reunion, Wanda's cousin Brenda would brag about how many beetles she'd infected this year. 12 so far, Brenda would say. And they were all blue ones too. Can you believe it? Wanda just stood in the corner awkwardly holding up her "Be Kind" sign. Her own mother had given up on her years ago. And her father, well, he became a travelling salesman so he wouldn't have to see how disappointed he was in her at every family gathering. Wanda may have been the only wasp who didn't want to sting people, but she was still deadly. If you hugged her, you'd probably die. And at this point, she was pretty lonely. All Wanda really wanted was a friend, but it seemed like she was destined to be alone forever. Maybe she should have just stung that spider. The end. Moral of the story. Even if you have a stinger, you might just want a hug. Bug hugs, that is. Don't hug the creepy crawlies. You might think you're going to make a new friend, but you'll probably end up dead. Just ask this guy. Ask him.